Today is really great to have Edward from Frogland.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a wonderful place to be here.
Yeah. Edward, can you tell us about Frogland?
I'd love to. Thank you. So Frogland is a radical new concept in the NFT space. I've been in the institutional finance world for some time, raising money for hardware companies for many years.
Very cool.
It's not an easy thing. It's very time-consuming, and you have to deal with a lot of individuals who don't care about the vision of what you're trying to build.
That's right.
So a few months ago, we started coming up with the concept that we can bootstrap the development of a whole metaverse by selling digital NFTs of frogs.
Exactly.
This is why I'm wearing all green.
That's so green to me.
Thank you. So Frogland is effectively a generative series of 10,000 frogs, but buying a frog gets you a plot of land in this metaverse, and it's being developed by a world-class game development studio who built some of Sony's best-selling virtual reality content. So it's a radical idea where we can effectively build and bootstrap a metaverse and scale with community. We will never need to rely on institutional finance, which means the founder's vision will never get diluted. To me, this is a game changer.
Totally. I love the frogs. Really beautiful graphics, so attractive. How did you pick frogs?
So my fiance is one of the artists in the project, and she's always loved frogs, ever since she was a little girl.
Yeah.
And so naturally, when we saw these PFPs, these avatar projects evolving, we saw there were no frogs. We have a few of the cartoony ones, but nothing real. And so we work with some incredible Hollywood artists. We have the gentleman Shrimp, who made the Michael Jackson hologram.
Really?
He won the award for the Patronus and Harry Potter movies.
No wonder.
Worked in Star Wars episodes 1, 2, and 3.
That's so cool.
And he brought with him another creative director from LucasArts and from Disney, who is focusing on the narrative. And so we're gamifying this whole space, tying in the lore of each project into a gamified nature. This we feel is a radical concept because now we're gamifying a metaverse, which is no longer an empty space reliant on people to add the content and engagement.
That's right.
But it will be a fun single-player experience, just as it will be a multiplayer experience.
That's right. That's right.
It's a great time.
Yeah. How did you personally get into the metaverse? Do you play games?
Absolutely.
Do you like to...
It's a great question. I've been a gamer ever since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And the idea of a metaverse, I've been fascinated with. In fact, my company partnered with NVIDIA, and we've been building virtual reality technology since 2013. And so I've been giving talks about the future of the metaverse with people like Palmer Luckey, the founder of Oculus, and Ernie Klein, who's the gentleman who wrote Ready Player One before it was a movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Great movie. Great movie.
My goodness.
Really good book. And so we've been watching what the future of the metaverse is going to evolve into.
Yeah.
But I think where everyone didn't quite realize before NFTs, we see metaverses of Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft IP in one world. They're two closed gardens. I don't think those companies will ever let their IP run around together.
That's right.
So I think what we'll see is a new generation of IP being built which has NFTs and metaverses in mind. And I think that IP is being created now in the form of avatar projects, such as the Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Very cool.
These are digital assets that can work as a rigged model inside a metaverse that is effectively owned by an individual who will fall in love with their NFTs.
That's right.
And I think this is something that is very impactful.
Yeah.
Now NFTs and the whole metaverse space is being powered by people who create content rather than people who make the hardware.
That's right.
And this is a game changer.
That's right. But that said, your hardware is so awesome.
Thank you.
That you really managed to really change the home entertainment for so many people.
Indeed.
What do you see the the converging trend maybe in a year where home entertainment and blockchain and metaverse can really be painted?
So again, this is where I do believe NFTs will become the catalyst for this adoption.
Right.
For instance, I have many nephews from 5 to 15 years old. They love NFTs.
Right.
My mother, who's 70-something now, she loves NFTs.
Frogs.
They love frogs. And they will never look at a trading graph. They will never look at cryptocurrency. And to me, it's more palatable, it's more understandable, and it's more fun. So these are all, to me, the hallmark features that will mean this technology is going to prevail. So when you add gamification, when you add narrative, and when you add the artwork, and you use blockchain to power it all, and you have native hardware, it's a seamless solution.
Would the whole ecosystem be able to finally bootstrap the hardware innovation?
Precisely. The whole idea is, why do we rely on institutional finance when we can build a community of individuals who know what we're trying to build, will take the time to learn, and will want to contribute? And that, to me, wow, it's a much better way of spending time.
Super awesome. Thank you for having joined us today.
Very much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great day.